Fridays, Saturdays, around this time, I seem to be doing grocery orders because they're busier than the food apps. How is this possible? Hello, welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Cheyenne, and today it is Saturday. It is a beautiful day out, and all of the apps are going to be on. My son said that the goal today is $250, so let's go see how much money we can get done today, and let's go make some money. Man, I just picked up this sushi order, and as I was at the light about to come onto the highway, because I can go through Vaudreuil, but it would take about 13 minutes, but if I take the highway, it's gonna take me 6, so why not? I get an order from Uber with A&W, $8 for not even 2 kilometers, but I couldn't take it because I already had this order in the car. Man, that was a good order. That was the only good order that Uber sent so far. Well, DoorDash just paused me because they keep sending me either horrible offers or decent offers, but not enough for me to be like, yeah, I'm gonna take that over whatever else that Skip is giving me or whatever. So I've been paused, and this time I made sure where the end dash button was versus the resume, because you know how they like to switch it up. I got you, DoorDash. Now I'm going into Billy K to pick up this order for Skip. Man, I almost had a double order right there at Billy K. As I was standing in Billy K waiting for this order with Skip, I got a DoorDash Billy K coming in, and I'm like, how long until that one's ready? He's like, it's pretty much ready. And then I looked to see where the customer was. It's like complete opposite ways. I was like, oh man, it was a good order too. $8 for just 2 kilometers. That's my hidden tip indicator. Like, that could have gone up, but I was already committed to this one with Skip, so let's go drop it off and see what else we can get done. This is amazing. I don't even have Uber on right now. I need to turn Uber on and see if something interesting is gonna come in, but so far Skip has been dominating this shift.
All good things must come to an end.
I completely forgot that my SkipTheDishes shift was ending very, very soon. When I dropped off that last order, I got a notification, do you want to stay on shift or end your shift? And I was like, no, Skip is what's paying me the most right now. So anywho, I continued my shift. I usually don't put end shift whenever that pop-up comes up, because why would you do that? Like, you never know if you're gonna get an order or not. So as I was driving back, and I was like, I'm not getting dings from anybody, I'm like, oh, now would be a good time to do some corner shop orders, but I don't feel like driving all the way down to Pancool because I know that there's most likely gonna be an order over there. It's always busy over there. And then I got this Skip order, and I'm like, it's going to Pancool, but it's not $1 per kilometer. But technically, if I want to do a corner shop order and I drive down there, I'm going to be driving down there with no dollars per kilometer. So I figure I might as well pick it up, drop it off at the customer, and then hopefully I can get 1 or 2 corner shops over there while I don't have Skip and the other food delivery apps are quiet. And then back to the food delivery. This has been a great hour and a half so far. I'm at $44 or $45. I'm good with that. I swear I've delivered to this customer's wife last week. Because I believe it's around the same place. I know it was in Pancool. I didn't zoom into the address to see exactly where he lives, but her comments were the exact same. Leave it outside of the building. Don't ring. Don't nothing. So don't buzz to let them know. Nothing. This one says the exact same thing. Leave it outside the building. Do not ring. With her, she had explained that they have a baby that's sleeping. Dads, they don't explain that much, right? Just don't do it. Well, that was embarrassing. As I was about to take a picture, the customer opened up the door. So I was like, Nick? And he's like, yeah. So I was like, okay, well, there you go, enjoy. And then I'm like, by chance is it because, like, I was laughing and smiling at the same time. I'm like, is it because you have a baby? And he was like, oh, no. And I was like, oh, okay, because I had another customer that was the exact same thing. And he's like, no. So I'm like, okay. I wonder why then. Now I'm all intrigued. It wasn't too bad, actually. I was able to get everything done in less than half an hour. The customer had 2 substitutions that he needed to do. One of them he had already approved in chat with me, and the other one was the lemonade. However, the customer was like, you guys don't have beer, do you? At first I was like, dude, I don't work here. I'm just doing your groceries. And then number 2, I can check, but I'm sure they do. Every grocery store in Quebec has beer. Like, come on. But I thought of contacting Cornershop first before I tell the customer all the different beers that they have there, because I wasn't sure if, you know, he can add alcohol to his order, because I'm assuming if alcohol needs to be on the order, there's a certain vetting process that they have to do on their end to make sure that it's not like a child ordering alcohol. And luckily I messaged Cornershop because they were like, no, it cannot be done. It cannot be added. So I was like, okay. Customer was like, okay, no problem. But yeah, that was interesting. Does anybody have the Smart Serve certification? I'm actually studying it right now so that I can deliver alcohol with Cornershop. Supposedly it was a prerequisite. I personally think it's really just for Ontario, but when I spoke with the person on the chat, they said, yeah, you need it as well. So I'm doing it, and I'm learning about alcohol and alcohol levels and intoxication and cannabis and all this kind of stuff. So we'll see what that brings and if it'll bring me more orders. That's really the whole point of me doing this, to get more orders. What is a gift order? It's an order with sample products that you must deliver to the customer along with an order they already placed. What to do if a sample item is out of stock? If you can't refund, don't call the customer, that's it. But what's the sample product? Something that's $5.97. What's $5.97? This? This the gift? Okay. They give great gifts. My goodness. That was stressful. Okay, so I got that Cornershop order and there was a gift involved, and I was like, oh, this is cool, what's a gift? You know, it's my first one, let me take it to see what a gift is. So it was really just they got her a product and she doesn't have to pay for it, right? So the problem that I don't like with this whole gift thing is I had to complete the transaction for the gift before I can proceed with any of the other orders that I had. Now, when I put in because with Cornershop you have to put in the subtotal and the total after the tax. I put in the subtotal, then I put in the total after tax, and it's telling me that there's a big difference between the two. Yes, the tax. But it wasn't letting me go through with it. So whatever, I chat with the support agent. She's like, just put in $5 and then put in the total. Tried that, it didn't work. So I'm like, yeah, $5 is fine. So then I processed the customer's second order. Now, mind you, at 4:54, I received a notification, you have a new order. And I was like, how? I'm on an order. How can I have a new order? They gave me an add-on. So this is my first add-on with Cornershop, but with only 5 minutes left with the store open. How? Customer adds WD oil, but it's $0, 0 cents. I'm like, what is this? I chat with support. She's like, oh, the customer added it manually. Can you check with them, please? I check with the customer. He's like, yeah, I just added it. Go to the the tire center or whatever, the garage, and ask them there. I'm like, nobody's here. It's closed. So they were like, okay, please don't get the W40 because that's bike fluid or bike oil or something or the other like that. So I was like, okay, I'll just refund it. And then it was 6 toothpastes. Who needs 6 toothpastes? I'm like, what? There was 6 tubes of toothpaste. Oh my goodness. So now all of that is done. I have my food apps on because they kept sending me notifications telling me it's busy. I'm like, I know, I'm trying to get out of here. I just received a corner shop order and I'm like, no way am I doing it. I know which customer that was. She lives on the 4th floor of an apartment that you have to walk up the steps. There's no elevator. And her order this time was about 40 something units. No, I'm not doing it. I think it says something like 20 something kilos. I'm not doing that. No, not paying me enough. It was paying good, but it's not enough. So now I'm waiting to get a food order.
That's what you think.
It is 7 p.m. on a Saturday, and I'm about to do a corner shop order. I realized Fridays, Saturdays, around this time, I seem to be doing grocery orders because they're busier than the food apps. How is this possible? Guys, I spent so much time here looking at meats. The customer wanted pork tenderloin that was stuffed with brie. There's none of that here. Ribeye steaks, rib roasts, all this. I was like, I can't find this stuff. Oh, too long in here. I'm going to pick up this order at the movie theater, and it's literally going like around the corner. And now I'm like, I want movie popcorn. I love movie popcorn, like really badly. And I'm like, now I want movie popcorn. And I also want Tostitos with salsa and cheese, but the cheese has to be warm. But the amount of salt that's on those Tostito chips, no, can't do it. Guess I'll eat my grapes.
I'm not sure that's quite the same thing.
So I thought that was my customer's house? Nope. This dark one is my customer's house. That's it for me. I am home and it is now 10:15. I drove the long way because I wanted to see if I was going to pick up any Uber, Skip, or DoorDash orders from either Billy K or Baton Rouge, and I didn't get anything. Or I should say, I didn't get anything that was worthwhile. I got some things that were going super far, and I'm like, why would I do that? So hopefully you enjoyed the video today. If you did, give it a like, subscribe to the channel, and I will see you on the next one. Bye!
Better luck next time.